get from gig to gig.
Do you guys have, like, crucial day jobs?
Oh, yeah.
Do you do anything fun for your day jobs? What do you guys do?
Well, I'm a neuroscientist.
Wow.
So I'm finishing my dissertation right now.
Wow.
I study consciousness.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, so he works enough for all of us.
Right.
So see,
He works here.
What are you talking about?
He's smart enough for all of us.
If he's doing his dissertation, that means he's making, like, zero money right now.
Exactly.
I actually play the banjo for money.
For
on
a
the street.
living.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I do.
No, he work here. Mike works on campus
really
at
do? I actually work
the
on
College of
Chemical and Life Sciences.
for
Oh.
the IT department. I work for the College of Ag with the extension.
Okay.
And Bobby, who's not here, is a software engineer.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
And
he makes
an
enough
unnamed
money
company
for
that
that.
He's the one that makes
An
the
unnamed
making
company that we
money.
can't talk about
Yeah.
because
Oh, right.
he might not have told us that we could tell people.
He's,
Oh, no.
he's a robot scientist.
Yeah, it's his money that it built this band, which is why he's not here today. He's at home nursing his finger, and he could get away with it because he's the sugar daddy.
It's nice to have a sugar daddy. As your wife, will your future
Yeah.
wife.
I'm glad you're talking this up because I'm gonna have some pretty big shoes to fill when I get home, I guess.
Yeah. I apologize. So you said you've got the show on Thursday. You have stuff after that?
Yeah, so here's what we're doing. We're in a weird transition zone. We're trying to book a tour. We're going to be trying to get together some shows for the fall and tour for the record in a traditional way. But until then, we're going to play a show, a couple shows just in the summer, just to introduce people to the
Right.
record. And the next show after the 19th will be up in Baltimore at Fletcher's on
Okay.
August 4th. And that should be a pretty cool show, too. And then we're going to take a little bit of time, get all our stuff in gear for this new record, and then figure out what the label wants to do, and then try to go on some sort of traditional tour. But you know, once you get after a certain age, those clubs that used to be real cool you start to go, man, I wish they had air conditioning. Why is there so much smoke in here? And
Yeah.
you know, so I don't know. We're gonna have to like choose theaters and coffee houses for our upcoming tour, right? It's all Dave, right?
Yeah, that definitely. It gets harder and harder to go out and be like excited about showing up at 6 and going on at 1.
Yeah, I totally feel that.
So.
That sounds like a horrible setup.
Yeah, but we still love what we do. So
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well,
good.
soon
It's
you
good
will
times.
be big, and you'll be headlining every tour.
hopefully
And you'll be able to tell them what time you want to go on, and they'll just have to obey.
that's what we're all
They will have
banking
no
on.
choice.
We're banking on getting big, and not because we want to be famous, but because we want a really cool rider where we can get like flavored waters and stuff like that. And we can also have some sort of air-conditioned room that we can read like Martha Stewart living in before we go on stage.
Green M&Ms only.
Yeah. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, that's if nobody.
I don't know.
I don't
I'm partial
care.
to blue M&Ms myself.
Well, you know what? I'll say this. Any band that tells you that they want to be famous and that's why they're touring, BS. What they really want is those M&Ms. That's what it is. If a band comes in here and says, "Look, I want to be famous because I want the blue M&Ms," you know those are going to be the next rock stars.
Yeah.
That should be your test.
We just made so much money for the M&M people. So much money. I think what we've been talking about is probably not something we're supposed to be saying on the air. I don't know.
We advertise.
I don't know. It might be considered advertisement. I don't know. But what else would you refer to them as?
Chocolate
Chocolate.
candy-covered pieces.
Yes, exactly.
You know those chocolate candy-covered pieces,
I like 'em in
otherwise
green.
known
They
as
have M's and M's on them.
Yes.
One app.
So
We just want the
Fletcher's on the
M's.
4th.
August 4th, Fletcher's.
And then some kind of a tour in September to be announced.
Yeah,
at this point.
it's if you go on our MySpace, no plug for MySpace, but if you go on our MySpace, you'll see there's a block on there in September that we have Tour TBA, which is
Right.
what
Don't make them go there because we just have a new website for us.
Oh, yes, plug your new
theseldonplan.com. It
right.
took me all of hours to make that, so check it out.
And in Dave's world, hours translates to minutes, so that means 12 hours means 12 minutes, so it probably took about 15 minutes. But it's cool. It's got an animated GIF, which is a A new technology for the
Is it
Seldon
GIF?
Plan.
I always thought it was GIF.
Is it GIF or GIF?
No, Jif is a peanut butter.
Okay, well,
GIF.
if I were a choosy mom, we're
Oh,
advertising
You
for
see
every
gift,
company right
you see
now.
gift without the T.
Oh, okay.
So
And a
maybe
picture is like a
but
gift.
it just moves.
That's how you
So
remember it.
it's there to annoy
I'm fine
you.
if
It's there
Jake
to annoy
heads
you the entire
myself.
time you visit the Seldon Plan.
Oh.
Unless you
Can
go, unless you want to hear our music, then you have to go to the
Guy, can you click on
my
it? What happens if you click on it?
space thing.
So yes, that's a new technology for us, and we're
New
very
technology.
yes, we're very excited. We've got software engineers and neuroscientists, and we do animated GIFs.
You got everything.
Yeah. So
You got a very well-rounded band.
yeah,
I have to say.
thank you.
Although no, like English, I'm an English major, so you don't have anyone in that particular field.
That's true.
That's true. Would you like to join?
Sure. Do you need like
you
a
play drums?
vocalist? No.
Drummer, vocalist,
I can
anything.
play piano.
How about banjo?
Keyboards?
Keyboard,
There's a chance. Keep in touch.
I
Yeah. Let's get
I
your
used to play the
digits.
clarinet in high school.
Hey, that's
For
You never,
7 years,
you never
played
know
the
when that's going to come in handy
Yeah.
in the studio.
Yeah, the clarinet's coming back.
There was a good
Make a
chance.
comeback.
There was a good chance of Mike wanting me to play trumpet in the studio on this album. I was like, really? I would need a lot of practice. It's
Yeah.
been many years.
Yeah, really. Trumpet's a tough instrument, especially if you're embouchure.
Hey,
It's,
you know the lingo.
I was in
What?
band. I was a band geek. I'm not ashamed, although it's not in the marching band because I do not believe in walking and playing and breathing at the same time. It does not work for me.
This is
I'm
a new
not-
level of analysis I've never heard before. This is interesting.
I
Go
just
on.
have to say that, like, you know, I am not at all any kind of a multitasker. I cannot do those things all at once.
She
That's
just
okay.
said-
That's
She
okay.
just said embouchure, which I'm a little afraid of.
Well,
Embouchure?
I didn't. what does that mean?
Embouchure is
It's-
like
yeah.
it's like the way that your mouth is.
Right.
And with the trumpet, it's really important because you use the embouchure to I mean, there's only those 3 valves, you know.
Mhm.
So if you want to get into like a different octave,
Mhm.
you have to like change
Squeeze
the
your
way
lips
that
tighter.
you have to like tighten your lips, and for like another octave, you have to like loosen up your lips. And
Wow, I'm glad I play string instruments.
I'm so dorky. It's so horrible.
This is actually interesting to me, which probably makes me worse. So I
Well,
did.
should you ever want to play the trumpet or really any woodwind, I imagine these days you would need to know the word embouchure.
Yeah.
So now you already know. You're one step ahead.
We definitely
Now
need to
you
get your
know.
digits.
And
You're coming
knowing
on
is
tour.
half the battle.
That's
Yeah?
right, GI Joe, right?
Okay,
Oh, that's
well-
a plug. That's a plug.
It's okay. You know, I'm curious because there's this Transformers movie out. I'm like wondering, you know, when the G.I. Joe movie is gonna be
Oh,
out.
it's coming.
It's coming. Yeah.
Because weren't they fighting? You know, wasn't it like Gulf War era stuff? We're still like over there. We could do a G.I. Joe movie and just update
Right.
to the current.
Here, you want to see just exactly how dorky we are?
Yes.
You can go to superherohype.com and find out that they are making a G.I. Joe
Really?
versus
Are
Cobra
they?
movie. It's in the
Oh my
works.
god. See, I knew it was coming. I knew when I heard about the Transformers movie, I knew there was going to be a G.I. Joe movie right around the corner. I knew it.
Well, back in the day, they had the cartoon that was GI Joe and Transformers. I remember there
Really?
was
No,
a
it
couple of them.
No, it was just you. Never
No,
crossed over.
I'll reach my bounds here.
Yeah.
I remember the two cartoons
That would be
were
like
back to back. on the
Spider-Man and Batman in the same movie, Mike. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, that does not fly.
I'm sorry. I undorkified myself.
Although there was like Justice League, which has like 7 different superheroes in it. So,
But all DC.
but all DC, right?
The
You
League
can't
of
mix Marvel and
Justice,
DC.
wasn't it?
Justice League.
Justice League.
Do not argue with me. I know what I'm talking about.
This is one heck of a
Embouchure.
name. Yeah,
Whenever I need to
embouchure.
prove a point to like, you know, show that I know what I'm talking about, I'll just be like, embouchure, bitches. Embouchure. And that will show you that I know what I'm talking about.
No, it's definitely.